outfitting with my family. It's what I love to do.
There's nothing like working with your family. It's incredible.
I had a hunter one time tell me, if I could do anything, I'd do this. And I got thinking, I was like, man, I'm doing it.
It's almost hard to believe that it's been 20 years. The kids have grown up doing this.
It's just been a heck of a way to raise a family.
The Life is presented by Matthews, catch us if you can. Havalon, never lose your edge. Nomad, authentic hunting apparel. Trigicon, brilliant aiming solutions. Bandsner and Company, why compromise? Barnes Bullets, optimized for your target. Closed captioning presented by huntingwyoming.com.
Hi guys, and welcome to The Life.
This week we're visiting the bunkhouse as well as the Flying V Lodge. Ren Guckery is here for whitetail at the Flying V Lodge, while Brad True, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Matthews, is here for archery antelope at the bunkhouse.
I started working at Matthews Archery in 1996, right out of high school. Took a little time away while I was in college, and then actually went back in 97 and have been there ever since. It's been pretty amazing to, be with a great company through a lot of amazing growth and new opportunities, so definitely been a blessing.
Father and daughter combo, Richard and Donna Waliky, are also here at the bunkhouse to hunt for their first mule deer.
And then they started to move a little bit, and we just eased the truck up. We thought we were going to get a chance at them, so I posted down, be very quiet, stay behind him, and stay behind him. We went down about 75 yards or so.
First up is Richard and Donna. Richard and Donna were the RAF winners for the Citizens Fire Company in Slateville, PA.
Dick and Donna are up before the sun on the morning of their hunt. Snow fell all night long at the Denny's bunkhouse camp, leaving everything covered in a thick blanket. After they load up in the truck, Scott takes them out to spot mule deer in the snow. After driving around for a while and having no luck, they finally spot brown bodies of mule deer moving through the snow-covered hills. After watching them for a bit, Scott lays out a plan of attack for Dick and Donna.
We'll get out, we'll kind of ease down here. We want to be real quiet when we get out because it's super quiet out there this morning. So these deer aren't real spooked. I imagine he's still right here. So if Dad can pick him up good, we'll have him get him. If not, we'll have you get him, and then we'll move on to something else. And if we don't get him at all, no big deal. We'll go find some more.
The trio dismount the truck and start a quiet stalk towards the group of muleys.
Single file right behind you, okay? hear me say something different, okay?
Out here in the West, hunting in the snow is not like hunting back east. It makes it harder to get around and tougher hunting situations. Wearing the proper clothing to keep you warm is a must, especially for that trigger finger.
Scott gets Dick prepared and leads the trio through the snow to a spot Dick can make the shot. Dick gets the signal from Scott and gets ready to make his shot. Scott sets up the tripod and Dick gets in place. Scott points out which muley they're after, and it's all up to Dick.
See him on the ridge right there looking back at you? "200 yards, put it right on and catch it off." Looking back. Yep, that's him taking. It's William! That's awesome. Got him. Great shot.
Yeah,
Great shot.
Beautiful morning.
Great
Yeah.
shot. Well, absolutely dropped in.
Beautiful country.
Wow.
Wow, that worked out.
Awesome. Let's go walk up there. Great work.
The Life is presented by Mission Archery by Matthews. The Life is brought to you by Tenzing Packs. Go farther.
I see his rack sticking out of the snow. He looks awesome. That is an awesome, awesome deer. That's an old timer. Congratulations. Let's go on up.
Dick makes the perfect shot and the muley falls right in its place. Dick and Donna can celebrate knowing that after some pictures with Dick's muley, they can go back to the bunkhouse, get some lunch, and head right back out for Donna's muley. As soon as everyone's back at the bunkie, Angie notices the buck in the back of the truck and just has to hear the story.
And then they started to move a little bit, and we just eased the truck up. We thought we were going to get a chance at him, so I posted Mount, be very quiet, stay behind him, and stay behind him. We went down about 75 yards or so. When he put the sticks up, I knew it was time.
You already were locked in, weren't you?
It was time to work.
There you go.
Yeah.
How far away were you shot?
197.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know, we've seen him for quite a few years
Yeah.
now. And we've been all kind of jealous that we haven't been able to catch up with him.
Little did Dick know, the Denny's had been watching this buck for quite some time. They even had a set of antlers he'd shed in years past.
Very good.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
you.
awesome.
Yeah, there was a lot of game over there.
Oh, yeah,
A lot
for
of antelope.
sure.
But he kind of sticks out more than the rest, don't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty neat.
And that's my first mule deer.
Is it really?
Yes.
He's a good one.
Yeah.
He's a great one. Absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
The buck that Richard harvested was a unique buck. We'd seen him several times during early archery season, but never got a shot.
After lunch, Donna heads out in the truck with Scott and Dick to glass for a buck of her own. And it doesn't take long for Scott to point out a small group just beside the road.
The Life is presented by Garmin. Build a better dog. The Life is brought to you by Northeast Michigan chapter of Safari Club International. Into the wild.
Scott gets Donna out of the truck and ready to make a shot. Sometimes it's all about timing. And when you've got to be quick, it's a now or never kind of situation.
We're good shooting. Oh, heck yeah.
After Dick and Donna were all tagged out, it was time for the Denny's to head over to the Flying V Lodge, where Ron is ready to hunt some whitetail.
Right from the get-go, everybody was friendly, accepted us. They made accommodations, were fantastic. The hunt and everything else has just been really exciting. I think this is a first-class run operation, right from the very beginning. You walk in, everybody greets you, and the food, from the food to the accommodations, to the guides, to the hunting abilities are just super. We were glassing and we saw some whitetail. We saw a couple bucks, and then we happened to spot this one coming over the hill with another one. So we snuck up there. I followed Scott up and stayed behind, and he pointed out the deer, and all of a sudden he came up over the hill and stood there up against the background, and he just looked super.
See him there? He stopped. Drilled him.
Scott said I could take him if I wanted, and there was no question at the time. And we just took the shot, and we were fortunate to make a good shot on him. Here, and I live the life. Thank you.
Now, it's Brad's turn for antelope. Scott, Angie, Dan, and Brad head out in the truck glassing for speed goats.
Brad True has hunted with us several times in the past. He actually brought his dad out a couple years ago and they hunted for elk. This year he brought with him Dan Summers and Kevin Fry with QAD. You may have caught their episode a few weeks back. drilled him.
Brad came to Table Mountain with the guys from Quality Archery Designs. Dan Summers and Kevin Fry both fill some tags of their own.
You know, I was able to be in the truck with Dan, and we had a great time together. I was there when, you know, he was able to shoot his antelope, so it was pretty cool.
Let's see how the other hunters did at camp this week. Brought to you by Northeast Michigan Chapter of Safari Club International. Win a free hunt at Table Mountain Outfitters. Enter at thelifeattablemountain.com/contest. The Life is presented by Throttle Down Customs, the industry leader in aftermarket bumpers. The Life is brought to you by Sportsman's Alliance. Protect your passion.
After glassing a pair of bucks in the distance, Angie takes Brad in for a closer look. Once they get close enough for Brad to get a good look at these goats, he decides to pass and keep on searching.
Should I shoot? I'm like, only if you want to. I don't really want that one.
I want to shoot that one.
When we got close enough to see the bucks we were stalking, Brad decided he wanted to look for something a little bigger. Easy for him to say.
Well, my hunt was pretty cool. You know, Dan, we were definitely trying to get him a goat, and we were kind of arguing a little bit in the back seat who was going to go first, you know, and he kind of basically, you know, forced me to go. He's like, no, you're gonna take the next opportunity. And so we had seen a couple bucks, and we saw one from a distance, and then we saw another one that was a little closer. We got a better look at him and thought, well, before we make a play on that one, let's go check out this other one. And we kind of went over that way, and it was a little ways off. You know, to be honest, I really didn't think there was any opportunity that we were going to have at that antelope. But Scott was able to get us in a position, and we got out and got set up, and you know, it just kind of kept coming our way, just naturally. Once it got under like 100 yards, it was about 80 yards, it was like, man, this thing's, it's gonna come, you know, to a distance that I felt comfortable shooting. Kind of came in and gave us a chance for a second. I was able to get the full draw, you know, and as I was kind of aiming, you know, he moved and we had to reposition just a little bit. I actually felt like I made a really good shot. It was just a skosh low. I mean, literally, if I'd have been a half inch higher, you know, it would have been over instantly. But, you know, he didn't go too far, and he laid down, and you know, we were able to stick with him and make it happen. It's a good sight, Angie.
Yes, it is.
You know, what I love about hunting at Table Mountain is just, you know, first of all, there's really good people. Scott and Angie are awesome. Their camp is great. So that part is a known, it's a given, you know it's gonna be fun. There's a lot of animals, so you're gonna have typically several opportunities if need be. Hey man!
Holy, he's way better than I thought.
He's a dandy.
What?
Look at the mass. Yeah, he's great. I've been here a few times now, and there's just, you know, maybe it's happens with everybody, or it's just happened with me. I'm not sure, but you know, there's stalks you'll go out on, and they don't pan out, they don't work out, or you know, you might be hunting out of a blind, and you know, that hunt just didn't materialize, or the animal that you wanted to harvest didn't come in. So, you know, there's no guarantees, but you know, one thing's for certain is that you have a lot of opportunities just because of the amount of property that they have and they have access to. Scott and Angie both, I mean, and all of their guides, I mean, they're top notch. I mean, they definitely know what they're doing. You know, they put you in the best possible scenario to be successful. So it was just a bunch of good people at a really good place, and you know, it was a lot of fun. Definitely want to do it again. I'm Brad, and I live the life.
Congratulations to all of our hunters.
Join us next week for another episode of The Life.